The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Miami Marlins completed a 3-game series sweep as they dethroned the Royals 7-1. As of today, the Marlins sit in second place in the National League East Division. They're 7 games back. The Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 10 games out of first. Edwin Escobar got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, as the Phillies took care of the Braves 3-2. Right now, the Braves are in second place in the NL East. They're 7 games. The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Miami Marlins combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 3-2. It was their 7th straight victory. Heading into today, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. They're 2 games back. The Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 8 games out of first. The Braves' first baseman, number 25, drove in 4 as it landed down.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Game 2 of the final series of the year between the Kansas City Royals and the Miami Marlins. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
In the second spot,
Christian Colon will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
And a ball 1-0. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. The throw into second, and he is in there.
batting third.
Mike Moustakas will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. Hit hard toward the right side, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. Number 23 will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
1-0.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Stanton is camped under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Number 15 will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. In now, Carlos Alfaro, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Orlando Calixte stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Alcides Escobar set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Yordano Ventura set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know, it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows?
No ball,
maybe he can
2
get
strikes.
something started here and help himself out.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's
1
strike
ball, 2
2.
strikes to count.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Trace Thompson will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Upstairs.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Mike Moustakas, the hitter now. He was gunned down at second, attempting to stretch a single his first time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Chopped in front of home plate. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Number 23 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the... Lincoln Andrews digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Lincoln Andrews.
Ventura into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses. Number 15 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Here's the ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Royals move out in front now 2-0. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
That misses, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Orlando Calixte walks into the box after being hit by a pitch in his first appearance, and that has to be a little motivation to do something big right here. Into the seats, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. She'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run. Yordano Ventura heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Trace Thompson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, this was right to the catcher's glove. I mean, he hardly moved, but he was just set up a little too far off the plate to get the call.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Second baseman.
Now to the plate, Christian Colon. He singled his last time up. Fouled back. And he lays off for ball 1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Riddle is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th. Lincoln Andrews will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
0-2.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Mike Moustakas makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted 2nd overall in 2007, a high school teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall.
1-2.
They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Lifted the other way to left center. Wilson on the move. 1 down.
Now batting.
Number 23 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Now batting.
Number 15 will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
22, Carlos Alfaro.
This is pulled into right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Orlando Calixte strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. In there, no balls and a strike. And this is fouled at the plate. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this.
in front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd. MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Ben Revere.
Yeah. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Drilled on the ground is short. Rooney gloves it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting second.
At the plate, Tommy La Stella, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And another foul ball. Chopped weakly to the left. A bare-handed pickup. He's out.
Wow, made it look easy. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base.
0-1.
So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
I got the count. 0-2.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So nothing in the Washington half of the first. We're through an inning at Nationals Park. Michael Taylor strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Michael Taylor.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. In now, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jonathan Lucroy.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On the ground to the right side. Romero in the hole. Throw on to first, two gone.
Batting six.
Number 16 steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. In there at the knees, strike one.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Jose Rivera will get a shot here with two away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That two-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Grounded to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Trey Turner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
It's so important here to pick up the first run of the game from scoring position. I guess that's true in any game, but especially in the wild card game. Everything here is just going to get magnified 10 times over. You've got to make these opportunities count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Lincoln Andrews digs in here for his first appearance. Cole's ready. First pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Revere. And that's the second out of the inning. Garrett Cole digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. 1-2, here it comes. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Now to the plate, Tommy La Stella. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bryce Harper is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Jonathan Lucroy Stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Number 32 is there to make the catch, and the side is returned. Lincoln Andrews will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. He can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball. That could be huge.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Liner towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. One run is scored.
And you can see the pitch.
16 will stand in to lead things
In the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Jose Rivera steps in now.
Number 15, second baseman, Jose
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that two-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Ball two.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with two strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Trey Turner is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Dominic Brown will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up. Lincoln Andrews will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the... Ben Revere will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Ripped down the line. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. drilled to first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Third baseman, number 5.
Tommy La Stella will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Alford is in pursuit, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues. Leading off the inning, Michael Taylor, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Number 16 is on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. Number 16 stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 pitch. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And the count will be full. No runs, 4 hits. And no errors so far for the Nationals. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And that'll get down for a base hit. Jose Rivera will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the... Leading off the inning, Trey Turner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Hit out towards second. Romero scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Rafael Batista will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Takes this the other way to right, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. The second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Into the box now, Tommy La Stella. He flew out in his last at-bat. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains. Lincoln Andrews steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Revere will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So nothing happening this time. Bryce Harper will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
0-1, here it comes. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Michael Taylor will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
0-1.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. On the ground to third. To his left, Shaw on to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And these new wild card series are tough. You hate to have everything you've worked for disappear over the course of 9 innings, but it's a great victory for these guys, and they take care of business on the road, and they're moving on.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So for Eric Karros and Steve Lyons and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. We're just getting started.